wanted to make another video today to show the basic crochet stitches that we're going to come across. In the previous videos we used a couple different stitches. We used the treble crochet, we used the double, the single. I don't think we used the half double crochet, but I'll show you how to do that one today. So yeah, this is a short tutorial on how to do the different kinds of stitches. I made a little visual here so you can see the different kinds of stitches and their height in relation to each other. Kind of looks like a tail, really. Get the bunny and just attach it. You can have a little tail, huh? See? No, not really. Anyways, okay, right here in the beginning, this is our slip stitch. And this is what you use when you're basically like joining two ends together. So there's no yarn over. You're just going to go in and you're not even going to yarn over again. It's just you go in, you pull your yarn through and you pull it through both loops or all the loops on your hook just to join everything together. So that one's called a slip stitch. The next one is a single crochet. So you can see that one. And then the one right after that is your half double crochet. So you can see that the half double crochet is going to be a little bit taller than the single crochet. And then you have your double crochets, and of course that is going to be taller than your half double crochet. And then here at the end, after your double crochets, is you have your treble crochets, which is also called the triple crochet. Treble crochet, triple crochet, they're both the same stitch, just some people pronounce it differently. So that was just a nice little visual example there, so you can see how tall they are in relation to one another. Okay. And then here I made some swatches of the different stitches, so you can get an example of how it lays. And then they also feel differently too. Some are going to be a little bit more dense than others, and then some have a little bit more give to it. So that's why I made those for you, so you can see how it lays. Let's go ahead and start with our single crochet. So when you start, of course, you want to make your little slip knot. Okay, and for these examples, they're going to be kind of short, so we're just going to make a chain of 10. So we can practice our stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, that's 10. And there's your chain. Now when you're looking at your stitches, what you're looking for when we say stitches is you're looking for the little V. Hold on, my camera's out of focus. There we go. Okay, so you're looking for the little V, and that's your stitch. So it's important to know this because you need to count your stitches. Get in practice of counting your stitches, because when you do, that's how you're going to get the nice straight edges, is if you count your stitches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's your 10th one right there. Now the loop that is on the hook, we do not count that as a stitch, so don't count that one. Okay, now we're going to do single crochets. So for a single, you do not yarn over at the beginning. So you're not going to go into, of course, the loop on your hook. You're going to go into the one right next to it. So go ahead and go in, grab your yarn, pull it through, and pull through both loops. Oops. Okay, and that is a single crochet. Now we're going to work into the next one. So go in, grab your yarn, pull through, and pull through both loops. And you're just going to do this all across the edge. 1 second. Sorry about that, just had to check on her. Okay, and you're going to go in to the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through both loops, go in, grab your yarn, pull it through both loops, go in, grab your yarn, pull it through both loops. And you just do this all the way across to the edge. Okay, and you can see it's might start to curl on you a little bit right there, but you can just kind of work it with your fingers. Okay, so let's continue. With the single crochet, what I noticed is that the stitches are really close together. So when you start working just with the single crochet, your work can start to curl on you. And what I noticed that helps to prevent your work from curling is the tension that you have. So because the stitches are so close together, I give them a little bit more slack. I try to make them a little bit more loose, and that seems to help prevent the curling. So now you made it to the end. So now we're going to go ahead and turn our work. With this one, I don't chain one at all with the single crochet, just because I want to keep my edges straight. So now we're going to go into the first stitch that we see again, and that's this one right here. So go ahead and go in, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through both. Okay, so go in, so that was one, this is two. Remember, it's important to count your stitches. 3, 4, here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and sometimes that happens. So you could just kind of let it go and just go back to your previous stitch and then, just start again. Okay, remember to give yourself some slack on these stitches because they're so close together. Pull through both, and then now what you I should have explained this a little bit earlier, but what you're looking for when you're going through your stitches is you're looking for that V. So you see the V, and that's how you know that that's your next stitch you're going to work in. Okay, so you go in, grab it, and then pull through both, and then we made it to the end again. Okay, so now we're ready to turn our row. Again, with this one, I do not chain one with a single crochet, so I just turn it. And then we're ready to go into our next stitch, and you can see that first one, that's what we're going to go in. Okay, so grab it, pull through both, go in, pull through both, go in, pull through both, and you just do this all the way across to the end. And remember to give yourself some slack on these. So the single crochet, this one that we're doing, and also the half double crochet, those ones can tend to curl a bit on you if you have too much tension. So if you make sure to give yourself some slack and count your stitches, then there'll be less curling and you'll have your straight edges. Okay, so there's we are working our single crochet, and you can see our edges are nice and straight. It's a nice L shape. So we got nice straight edges here. Okay, so go ahead and turn it. Let's do one more row of this. So go in to that first stitch right there. Pull your yarn out, go through 2, go in, pull your yarn out, pull through 2, pull through 2, Okay, and again at the end here, you can tell you do have one more V, so you know that you do have one more stitch to work in. Just little tips to keep you on track. There we go. See, and you notice if you give yourself more slack, there is less curling. And then let's go ahead and count our stitches here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is the same number that we started with. So you know that you're on track and you have the same number of stitches. And you got some nice clean edges there, some nice straight edges. So you could just continue that, you know, if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and stop there though for the single crochet. And again, a way to finish it off here so it doesn't unravel on you. I can grab, you can use your crochet hook, but I usually just grab it and pull it through like that and can make a little knot.
And
that's a single crochet. Okay, so that was our single, and the next one I wanted to show you how to do is one of my favorites actually. It is the half double crochet. So this is what it looks like. This is the little swatch I made, and this is one of my favorite stitches actually. I don't know why, I just really love the way it lays. I love the way it looks. A lot of projects do use the half double crochet. It's actually a little bit more dense than the other ones. So again, when you're working the half double crochet, especially if you're just working with only that stitch, you want to make sure to give yourself some slack as you're working it. So let's go ahead and try this one. Okay, so let's make a slip knot. And let's go ahead and chain 10. Okay, there we go, we have our 10. Okay, now we're going to start working our half double crochet. Now when I work this one, I'm not going to work into this first stitch right here. That's what we did with the single crochet. We worked into that first stitch. But with this one, with the half double crochet, we're not going to work in that one. We're going to start in the second stitch. And that's just to keep our edges straight, because of course this stitch is a little bit taller than the single crochet. So to do a half double, you do want to yarn over, and again go into your second stitch from the hook, and pull your yarn through. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, and yarn over, and we are going to pull through all 3 loops, like that. Okay, so now go into the next stitch, which is this one right here, and oh, excuse me, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3. And again, try and give yourself some slack on this stitch because it is a little bit, they're close together stitches and it's a bit more dense, so you don't want it curling on you. Okay, so next stitch, yarn over, go in, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, and you're just going to work that until the end. Pull through all 3, yarn over, go in your stitch, pull it out, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, go in. Oh my. Yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, go in, pull it out, pull through all 3, yarn over, go into your last stitch here in the row. Oops. grab it and pull through all 3. And with this one, we are going to chain 1 at the end, okay? So chain 1 and then turn your work. Okay, and then again, to keep consistent, we are not going to work into the first chain, but we will go into the second chain, okay? So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go in, bring it out, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through all 3, and just keep doing that until you reach your end. This is really good practice for getting the feel of your stitches and what it looks like. And then really the projects are just a combination of all these stitches. There's some more stitches out there, some different ones. We'll go into those later. Okay. There we go. Now with this one, if I remember correctly, okay, we want to keep our edges straight here. So with this second row, you have a little stitch here on the end. Okay, you see that V? That's another stitch. It looks a little different because it is over here on the side, but in order to keep our edges straight, we are going to go ahead and work into that stitch. Okay, so yarn over, go into that stitch there, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, and you can see that that's what's going to keep our edges straight. So chain 1, okay, and now I'm going to work into that second stitch there from the hook, yarn over, go in, pull through all 3, yarn over, go in, pull through all 3, all 3,
Mommy, I got some yogurt.
One second while I open up her yogurt. There you go. Okay, go on. Okay. Yarn over, go in, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go in, pull through all 3. My little one, she is almost going to be 2.5. It's a lot of fun. Gotta tell you, I get my exercise, definitely. Okay, so there's that last V right there. That's how you know that that's your last stitch. Yarn over, go in, and pull through all 3. See, we're having really nice straight edges here. And again, to keep it from curling, you do have to remember to give yourself some slack, but our edges are nice and straight. And let's go ahead and count the stitches here at this point. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the reason why we have 9 stitches is because remember at the very beginning when we didn't work into the first chain, that was our turning chain, so we worked into the second chain. So from there, when we did our stitches, there's 9 stitches. So when you count your stitches doing your work, you will always have 9 in each row. Okay, so let's do one more so you can see. Whenever you do that and you don't work into that first stitch at the beginning, so say you chain 10 but you don't work into that first stitch, you work into the second one, you're going to have 9 stitches. So that's your stitch count that you're going to keep track of. So yarn over and go in, pull through all 3, yarn over, go in,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mommy,
Yeah, babe?
go boop, boop, boop.
Nope, she finished her yogurt. That was fast. Okay, let's see. So right there you see that last V, so you know that's the last little stitch we're going to work in. So go ahead and go into that stitch. Oh, I didn't yarn over. See, it happens. It happens. And there we go. And let's go ahead and count our stitches at this point. We have one, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We have 9 stitches, so you know we're on track. And that one is the half double crochet. And this is the swatch I made for the half double crochet. So that's what that looks like. Again, one of my favorite stitches. Okay, now the next one we're going to do is the double crochet. So let's go ahead and make your slip knot. And chain 10. So 1, 2, 3. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there's 10 in here. There's 10 stitches. Okay, so to start this one, again, this is another one where, excuse me, we're not going to go into that first chain right there. We're going to work into the second one. Okay? So yarn over, go into your second one, bring out your yarn, and we're going to pull through 2 loops first, and then pull through the next 2. And that is a double crochet. Yarn over. We worked into this stitch right there, so now we're going to go into the next one below it. Go into that V, pull your yarn through, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. Okay, and just continue that to the end. Yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. Okay. Yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull through 2 loops, and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, and 2 loops, and 2 loops. Yarn over, go through your 2 loops, go through your 2 loops. Oh, hold on. What did I do there? Yarn over, go through your 2 loops, go through 2 loops. Yarn over, go through your 2 loops, go through your 2 loops. Yarn over, go through your 2 loops, go through your 2 loops. Okay, that's the end of the first row of double crochet. Now you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Okay, and then again, we're not going to work into that first one, we're going to go into the second one. So yarn over, go into the second, pull through 2, oops, get back over there, and pull through 2. Yarn over, go in here, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Okay. And then you just keep working that until you get to the end there. through 2 loops, and then this is one where we have that V on the side there, and in order to keep our edges straight, we're going to go ahead, it's a little bit different because it is on the side, but we're going to go ahead and do our last stitch through that V there to keep our edges straight. So yarn over, go through those two, just like that, bring it through, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And you can see that it brought it up, and you're going to have some really nice straight edges there. Okay, so chain 1. And it's usually at the beginning that you'll see that. As you go along, you'll see your stitches are pulled up on top. Okay, so go into the second, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and just work it like that. Okay, and you can see we're getting some nice straight edges there. And go over here to this side, and you can see we have a nice L shape, so it's nice and straight as well. Let's go ahead at this point and counter stitches. It's always good to pause in your work and counter stitches. So let's see how many we have here. Let's move that out of the way. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So we are right on track. Remember, we did start with a chain of 10, but we're skipping that first stitch and we're using it as a turning stitch. So you ended up with 9 stitches. So let's go ahead and do one more row of the double crochet. So chain 1 and turn your work, and then go into the second stitch there, yarn over, go through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay. And you see that V, you know that that's your last stitch, so yarn over, go in, grab your yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2. There you go. See, you have a nice straight edge, and on this side you have a nice straight edge as well. Okay, make sure to give yourself some slack so it doesn't curl on you. Okay, and that one is the double crochet. Let's go ahead and cut this. And you make your knot. Okay. And kind of like to manipulate it to help work the stitches and get them where they need to be. But that one is the double crochet. Okay. And then this was the swatch I did of the double crochet. You can see that the more you go, the more you can see your project, and you do have the nice straight edges, and it does lay flat, lays nice. Bless you, baby. So that one's a double crochet. And then the last one I wanted to show you, we did work this one in the last project with our little hearts. It's the treble crochet. It's also called the triple crochet. Some people say treble, some people say triple, so it just depends really. I think you can hear me. I say both. So this one is really nice. It's a little bit of a taller stitch, and it's more movable. It has a little bit more give to it, and it's a little bit more airy. So that one is the triple crochet. Okay, so let's go ahead and work a couple of those. So make your slip knot. And go ahead and do, for this one, let's see, let's do one. That was 10. Let's do 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's go ahead and do 14 for this one. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the stitch is so tall. So in order for you to for it to lay nice like that, instead of just skipping one, we're going to skip a couple here. So you can see the stitch. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's skip 4, and in the 5th stitch from your chain, that's where we're going to start. So if you remember with the treble crochet, instead of yarning over once at the beginning, you're going to yarn over twice. So let's count that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here is where we're going to start it. So yarn over twice, go in, grab your yarn. You have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's why it's called a triple crochet, because you will yarn over and pull through 2 3 times, and you can see those nice diagonal stitches in your treble crochet. And then you can see why we did need to skip that many stitches, so you can get the height of your stitch there. Okay, so let's do it again. Yarn over twice, and go to your next stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over twice, go into your next stitch. Okay, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you can see they're coming along. Yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Yarn over twice, and go in, and pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over twice, got 2 more on this row. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Okay, yarn over twice, go into your last stitch here. That one's a little tight. Bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And that is your little row of treble crochets. I really like this one. I do like that it's I like that it's a bit more movable and it has some more give to it. It's really nice. Okay, now in order to go to our next row, so we can start the next row, go ahead and chain 4. And everyone might do this a little differently. I noticed some people chain 3 with the treble to go to the next row. Some people chain 4. It just really depends on, you know, just what you like. I noticed I like it when I have the chain of 4 as opposed to the 3. I think it lays a little bit nicer. But it's your prerogative, whatever you like. So I chained 4. And so that is going to be, let me adjust my light here a little bit. Okay, I chained 4. So that's going to be that stitch right there. Okay, so then we're going to go into this one because this one's already done. We're going to go into this next one right here. So yarn over twice. I'm going to go into this one. Okay, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice, go into this one, pull it through, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice, go in, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. I always thought treble crochets were fun to make. Okay. And then our stitch count is a little bit different on this one. Let me see, we made 14. Let me skip the 4, so we should have 10. We'll check right now. Okay, almost done with this row. Okay, let me see. Got nice straight edges. Looks nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and stop right here and count our stitches. So let's see what we got here. That's our chain right there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, and that's the top of the chain. So we are right on track with that. Okay, that one is the treble crochet. So I hope this video helped. I hope you can use it as a reference to the different types of stitches that are out there and that we do. This one, let me see again. That one was our single crochet. This one was our half double crochet. And then we had our double crochet. And then we did our treble crochet. Okay, so feel free to go back and use this video as a reference on how to do the different types of stitches. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see what the next project is that we're going to do. If you have any suggestions or comments, feel free to message me or leave some comments on what you would like to see next. Thank you. You guys have a nice day.